Well, hi everybody, and today, well, we got to take the trash to the dump. It has to be done, so we're gonna do that.
Stinky.
And then we're gonna drive a little bit around the countryside because we're going stir crazy. The other day we decided to put on a tiger and rabbit head.
Rabbit head.
We gauged our cabin fever with that day. Wasn't good.
You gotta do what you gotta do to keep yourself entertained, folks.
So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take you on a ride on a magic carpet.
Magic carpet ride.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Be safe while you're at the dump. So this is where we gotta take our trash to. This is something we gotta do once a week. Well, now that we took our trash to the dump here, we're gonna do a little bit of, well, back road driving here. I think we're gonna drive out towards the English Mountain area and take a little back roads here in the Smoky Mountains. We're here in a little town called Fairgarden. I don't think it's even recognized as Fairgarden anymore. But you can see this old little, well, general store from back in the day. Probably sold goods to the local folks and what have you. Beautiful countryside here. Love them old cantilever barns. The grass is luscious green.
Well, good morning, everybody.
Little cows over there in the pasture. The beautiful English Mountains. And that's what we're going to explore today. The English Mountains. Everything is just so green out here. And birds are chirping. Oh wow, look at that. Got these beautiful red buds blooming over here. Beautiful flowers growing.
Look at those hot pink ones.
Is that azaleas or something? Well, spring has sprung here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. A beautiful redbud tree over there.
Cruising the back roads, we found this cool little tractor with a bunch of toys on it.
Yeah, pretty amazing what you'll find on the back roads.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely cute. I love this little old time shed off to the right here. Very unique. Some cactus growing off to the...
Now, I wonder if they grew wild or if it's just...
I believe they call those plum cactus or something. Get these big purple flowers on the top. We got a beautiful barn over there. It's a picture. One of the things I like the most about driving back roads, you get to see all the old barns that date back to, 1800s. There's a lot of Civil War era homes and stuff on the back roads here. And of course, see horses and
cattle
and just everything. It's very beautiful out here. I definitely like coming out here and taking a drive through English Mountain area. It's got mountaintops. It also has valleys, and it's got a tradition of farming out here. Got horse crossing here. A little cabin out in the middle of nowhere.
they're just out there grazing and minding their own business. There's some really bright yellow flowers right there. Look how pretty. There's some horses out there grazing.
A little waterfall on the side of the road there. There's a beautiful old-time home perched on that hillside there. It's got beautiful mountain views all around it. Well, now we're coming up on the Forbidden Caverns. Of course, the Forbidden Caverns is closed due to this whole thing, but this is where you would come to enter the caverns.
There's the Forbidden Caverns parking lot.
What's going on here? Are they planning people? I don't know. It's definitely weird there. At least she still got her boots on. You'll never know what you'll find on the back roads here. I love these old cantilever barns. This one's still in use here. You'll find these in the national park, but they still exist out here on the back roads of Tennessee. Oh wow, there's a little...
It says let's do lunch. Oh wow,
yeah,
that's the cutest thing.
Let's do lunch, yes. I don't know. There's that English Mountain Trout Farm and Grill. You can actually catch your trout and they'll bring it inside and they'll cook it up for you. Yeah. Well, just down the road from Forbidden Caverns is this really cool old grist mill. It's called Blowing Cave Mill. It was established in 1880. And they're actually trying to put it back together right now. You can see the water over there. Cascading. Absolutely beautiful. And there's also a general store on the other side that's going to be built. Very peaceful area of the Smokies here. An incredible little mill here. A little roadside, well, treasure here. And the countryside is littered with these, well, historic places all over. You don't need to go into the national park to get history here. Beautiful mountains. It's absolutely a beautiful place. English Mountain. English Mountain is very rich. There's a lot to do out here. Beautiful views, beautiful pastures, countryside, old grist mills, forbidden caverns, Bush's Baked Beans Visitor Center. So much to do out here. Absolutely beautiful with the blue sky and the green grass and English Mountain. Well, we're here at the beautiful Fox Cemetery. Beautiful, beautiful cemetery in the middle of English Mountain. And this is actually where I shot one of my first vlogs, actually. I was just playing around with the camera back then. It's an absolute beautiful area. But there's also a grave here where Mark Fox got scalped, well, by Indians. So we're going to check that out, and then we're going to show you just the beautiful countryside here. Beautiful views from the cemetery. Old Dutch settlement. Here was an early German settlement. First settlers were Jacob Derrick, Jacob Bird, and Adam Fox. A fort stood on Derrick's land nearby. Mark Fox was killed by Indians on Muddy Creek in 1787. He was buried in Fox Cemetery. An early Lutheran church is believed to have been near the cemetery. And like I said, it's probably one of the most beautifulest places to be buried. Being surrounded by this beautiful countryside, green rolling hills, and of course the English mountains as a backdrop. Absolutely beautiful. Killed and scalped by Indians in 1787. Of course, that's the original headstone there. You can no longer read the carving in it, but they put this new one down so that, well, you'll know he's here. And you can tell by these stones. It's an extremely old cemetery. There's this little antique store complex here. It's usually open during the summer months. They also have a little car show that used to go on over here. I'm not sure if they do it anymore or what have you, but a cool little area here. I love the old Coca-Cola sign on that old building there. Lots of cool antiques. Enjoy. Pepsi Cola hits the spot. Yeah, an old, I don't know if it's an old
Looks like a car.
Ford or Chevy there, I don't know. Down there they got shell signs. See those shell signs?
Oh wow, that's so cool.
Lots of cool antiques. All kinds of old oil signs and what have you. Pretty cool. Look at that Budweiser wagon.
Oh wow.
Got some old apple crates or something over there. Some old claw machines back there and signage. I don't think it's open right now. Now that is super cool coming up here. The Holiday Motel. Check out that sign.
That's so
Wow, that is absolutely amazing.
Look at the Taco Bell sign.
Yeah, there's a Taco Bell sign in front to an old pickup up there. We got a bunch of old cars over there. We fix them up and make them a beauty once again. Love that old general store. It says grocery, feeds, radios, and seeds. A little bit of everything in here. A little bit of everything. Rusty treasure. Well, we're here at the Bushes Visitor Center. Of course, they're temporary closed due to the Mr. McNasties, but this is definitely a stop out here in English Mountain. I definitely suggest having lunch here at the cafe. Bushes Cafe. It's got some really good food and a nice little factory tour museum. You can even get your picture taken with, well, Duke himself. The actual Bush family home actually sits on the property, and just behind it is where they make, well, Bush's best baked beans. Yes, the beans that everybody enjoys is made out here. Well, that was our drive through the beautiful English Mountains area of Tennessee. It's located about 10 miles out of Sevierville. There's so much to do out there. There's things we didn't show you. Of course, Chubby's Deli is out that way too. And there's actually a moonshine taste testing and distillery out there too. Also, there's a couple of, where you can get crafts and stuff like that in the area too. So it's a beautiful drive. Definitely suggest everybody go out there and check out just the beautiful mountains, quietness in the mountains. Dawn, what did you think about our drive out today?
It was a nice, peaceful drive. I enjoyed it.
Yes. Definitely also suggest that if you're out there, stop off at Bush's Visitor Center and enjoy the cafeteria they have there. The food is absolutely out of this world.
Yes.
We've done many videos on the Bush's Visitor Center. And yes, and there's also a cool free museum to go in there, and they'll show you how they make the Bush's best beans. Also, that area is home to, well, a lot of the Bush family. So a lot of those homes that we were driving by today were homes of the Bush family. But guys, that's going to do it for today here in the Great Smoky Mountains. And if you like this vlog, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please do so you don't miss these upcoming, well, Smoky Mountain adventures. And until next time.
Thanks for watching.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.